don't have nothing to lose, I might try it.
I I do love flying. I always dreamed of flying high in the sky. Always wanted to.
Do you really think that this is some kind of an award show speech, huh?
Reminded me of the time when I won the Best Model Award. I gave a speech like, thank you so much everyone for such opportunity, for such support. But most of all, I want to thank myself. Flying. Is it the right metaphor to use here?
I asked because you will get this flying facility there as well. So fun, right?
By the way, this railway station seems so empty. Are we the only ones boarding this train?
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Like, why only three of us? I can't see anyone else here. Also, I brought my bag with me. It had all my things that I need to live with.
Late?
I mean, whatever. Where is my bag?
Ma'am and sir, you are going to the place where they all speak the same language. The language of love. Do you think everyone at Earth get this chance? Not at all. You are the chosen ones. Congratulations.
So, is this the train taking us to the place where we will find love? Oh man, I bothered myself into thinking about those rags. Without pincers and pokers and the other paraphernalia.
Sir, you still are asking pretty decent questions. No offense, man. But all of our guests ask me the most silliest one. They don't bother their head about the bathroom requisites, which I can assure you. But when they have got their nose back, they start asking about their toothbrushes and what not. Oh Lord! I mean, what's the point of brushing your teeth?
Sir, I was a little curious to know. Do you get rest days? I mean, it's like a job for you, right? So where do you go? What do you do then?
Oh, Miss Nicole, that's a great and a unique question indeed. Almost from one billion people have asked me the same one. Well, I come from a long sea thread across ocean, down the river of death. I generally stay here at the station to escort everyone to that place. But I do take it easy. I generally just visit my uncle at another boarding station. Otherwise, the green field of nothingness is my home.
Okay, so you do have connections on other boarding stations as well. Can I get to know where's Florence?
By the way, have you guys introduced among yourselves? I'm in a bit of rush, hoping you understand this language.
Did you guys notice his eyelids? They were not moving. He moves up and down. Blinking. We call it. It's like a small black shutter that makes one's eyes moisture. 4,000 little rays per hour. How refreshing it is. Just think about it. So that's the idea. As I notice him more, I have realized that we don't have to sleep anymore. Oh my god, that sounds weird. But fine, I guess. Maybe that's how things work up here.
Well, hi everyone. My name is Fiona. You must have seen me on your socials and televisions as well. I'm pretty famous.
I'm Thomas, a journalist and a man of letters by profession.
I'm Nicole and I'm an accountant or boss. Also, Mr. Thomas, I have noticed that you keep your mouth still. You keep twisting it about all the time. It's grotesque.
Well, I choose to be polite towards women, so I won't mind that remark.
Miss Nicole, I kind of don't like my spot. Would you like to exchange seats with me?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
By the way, Fiona, I think I have seen you on Instagram. You're really pretty. Winning all those awards is not everyone's cup of tea. I wish we had some flowers to welcome you with. By the way, I
12 bullets through my chest. Pardon me. I'm not a good company among the dead.
I have never felt as alive as of now. But if we absolutely have to call this state of something, I suggest we call ourselves
Absentees. Absentees, right? How long have you been absent, Mr. Thomas?
Maybe a month.
A month.
Yes. My wife. She is waiting at the entrance of the office. She comes in every day. But they won't let her in. They won't. Sometimes she tries to peek between the bars. But she doesn't yet know that I'm absent. But she suspects me. Look. Now she's leaving. She's leaving. She has wore that same salwar kurti. Good thing. Her eyes. Her big tragic eyes. Oh. I love and hate them at the same time.
Laura is interested now. Time passes by so quickly down there. And here I don't even know how much time will the train take to arrive. They have sealed up my room. It's completely dark there. I can't see anything.
I can see all the officials hanging their coat on the stand. Sleeves rolled up, cigarettes in their hands. Used to like all of this.
Well, I like men with rolled up sleeves. What about you, Nicole?
I just don't like men anyway.
As long as I can think of, I wonder sometimes that there must be something common in between us. Well, what else and why else would they put all three of us in here? Maybe some common
all the riots broke out. They thought I would give up for once. They threatened me for my life, God damn it. But I didn't give up. I didn't. I raised my hands and they shot me. They shot me right at my chest. Now tell me, what's wrong in it?
Wrong. And on the contrary, you were almost
A
a hero.
hero. Yes, a hero. And what about your wife?
My wife. That simple. I picked her out of the gutter.
I can see everything now. What's the point of lying? Trying to throw dust in each other's eyes? We are all tarred with the same brush. Yes, yes, we are criminals, murderers, all three of us. This is hell. We are in hell. The train is never going to come. Honestly, I never expected myself to go to the heaven. So this isn't a shocker to me. They never make mistakes. And people are not dumb for nothing.
For once, can you please shut up?
In hell, we are in hell.
No, we are not.
Can't you hear the same announcement repeating every time? It's a glitch.
She's using negative words.
I'm negative. And what about you, Fiona? A damn soul. That's you, my little miss influencer. And enter my friend there, the novel writer. We have had our hour of pleasure, haven't we? I believe we must have done some pretty terrible things in our life. That's why all three of us are here.
Miss Deborah has already told you. Shut up!
Well, I understand now why they have put us all three together. I advise you, Mr. Thomas, to think twice before you say any more. Just wait for a while, and then you both will see how simple it is. Childishly simple. So now that we know this is hell, and the train is never going to come, there must be a torturer. But I can't see anyone else.
I don't think so. You can assume whatsoever. But he seems like an honest guy.
I truly believe that we are not going anywhere. But we are at our destination. This is our destination.
Okay, this is our destination. Let's not talk to each other at all. Okay? Until the train arrives.
Well, I agree. We should stop talking.
Have you seen those self-serving cafes? Not in India, but in Japan, where people serve themselves. I think this place is exactly like that. You guys are my spoons and plates.
Stop it, Nicole. Can't you see? This is not hell. Open your eyes wide open. God, I can't stand both of you. Annoying.
La 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 la.
You guys are so annoying. The minute leave. Can you guys please be quiet? You see Mr. Rana in the newspaper office. Most probably, they're talking about me.
When she was the one who started it, I was minding my own business.
Fiona cannot speak.
Well, she was the one keeping you with her looks. You should definitely give her some attention, Mr. Thomas.
Too good. The conversation is now over and I wasn't able to hear anything. Can't you guys see? This is leading us three. We're literally torturing each other. Huh. Let's just be good kids. Okay? Let's just be good kids.
To be just good kids. What are you saying, Mr. Thomas? Your silence clamors in my ears. You can nail up your mouth, cut your tongue out, but you can't prevent yourself from being here. Can you stop your thoughts? I can hear them ticking away like a clock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And I'm sure you can hear mine. You have stolen her from me. You suppose she would feel me as she does if she never alone here? What happened, Mr. Thomas? Why are you running away? I won't leave you in peace. That would suit your book too well. I prefer to choose my head. I prefer to look you in the eyes and fight it out face to face.
Stop it! Seems like I'm in hell. You always wanted to be together. I knew it.
Sir, stay away, sir.
What? I thought you wanted to. No. See, they look at Rana in the newspaper office, creating a narrative about me as usual. I think we have arrived at a destination, Fiona. This is where we are going to live forever. Maybe we should come clean and the train will arrive.
Clean. I have told you everything about myself.
I want to know everything.
Yes, exactly. I have done nothing unethical in my life. That's
Miss
why-
Fiona, Miss Fiona, Miss Fiona. It's time to realize that we are not going anywhere. This is where we are going to live forever. I think you're a little bit shy. It's only a side issue. Let me start. I treated my wife abominably for 5 years. Yes, 5 years. Naturally, she's suffering still. They have given her back my things. That same coat with the 12 bullet holes kept on her knees, delicate knees. You can't shed a tear for me. No, you can't manage it. Night after night I came home drunk, singing of wine and women. But she didn't utter a word. She didn't utter a word of reproach. She was a victim by vocation. Once I got a prostitute at home. The next morning, my wife, yes, my wife, she served tea to both of us in the bed. Isn't that ridiculous?
Why did you hurt her?
Because it was so easy to. She admired me too much.
That's just brutal. No one ever really admired me.
You know what? That actually is so much better. What have you done, Nicole?
I was physically abused by my family. Always felt like I was an outcast, which
right? So, got sick of it.
Quite gradually. All sorts of little things got on my nerves. He was rather pathetic, really vulnerable. Why are you smiling, Mr. Thomas?
Because anyhow, I'm not so vulnerable.
Don't be too sure. Don't be too sure, Mr. Thomas. I crept inside her skin. She saw the world through my eyes. And when she left him, I had her on my hands. And then, the trap did its job. I used to remind her every day. He's my pet. We killed him. We killed him between us. I'm rather cruel, really.
So am I.
No, Mr. Thomas. I don't
What?
think you're cruel. When I say I'm cruel, I mean to set and get up without making people suffer. Suffer like a live coal. A live coal in others' hearts. One day, when I was asleep, she turned on the gas stove and burned both of us alive. So now you know what I mean.
That's actually so sad.
Let it be. My story is not a pretty one. Let's see what Fiona has.
I have told you everything. I don't have anything to hide from you guys.
Miss Fiona, for a pretty lady like you, many people must have killed themselves.
Not in my knowledge, at least.
I have read about some people going out for idols. So, I was just curious. Harika, I'm just my lady. Have I given something in you?
It's nothing.
Did he shot himself?
Please stop it.
Jumped off the cliff?
Don't go any further.
He killed himself because of you, Fiona.
Stop it.
Tell us, miss.
Stop it.
Was he poor?
You aren't going anywhere.
Please stop it.
Tell us the
Please
truth.
stop it.
Was he poor?
Please don't do it.
Tell us.
I think he was poor.
I think. Tell
He
us,
was
Fiona.
poor. Yes,
Tell us,
yes.
Fiona.
Yes, he was poor.
I knew it. You were lying. You left him heartbroken. You selfish woman.
I loved him. I loved him more than she loved her cousin's wife. He wanted me to have the baby.
And you didn't.
No. Certainly I didn't. But the baby came. I went to Caesar for my trip. It was a baby girl. He wasn't me. It pleased him to know it. But it didn't please me, not at all.
Then what?
There was this balcony overlooking the lake. And I bought that big stone in my hand. He was looking at me. He knew it. He was shouting, screaming at me that Fiona, don't do this, Fiona, don't do this, Fiona, don't do this. I hated him then. I hated him. He just leaned over the balcony and saw those ripples on the water.
And then he blew himself.
Then I came back to Mumbai and
Poor child. Poor child.
coward. It's a coward.
It's okay, Miss Fiona. You did nothing wrong. We were humans.
Thanks, Miss Thomas. You're one of a kind, I must say. And what about me? About. So now, as we all have come free, Fiona, do you still think a train is going to come?
Yes, maybe our train to
Train? should make a plan to beat their tactics. After all, we all three of us are interlinked. We need each other. So Nicole, will you help me?
I'm running to the core. No one should be trusting me. And don't you think they didn't know what was happening on this place beforehand?
You won't catch anything. Can't you see? You're chasing after each other. Round and round in a vicious circle. Like horses on a roundabout. Nicole, open your hands. Open your hands. Let go of everything. Otherwise, you will bring disaster to all three of us.
Do I look a sort of person who lets go? I know. It's a trap.
But for you, especially you, I can be sorry. Look at me. We are naked. We are naked right through. I can see into your heart. But I'm right up too. I don't regret anything. But for you, especially you, I still feel pity.
Keep your pittiness and your sympathy to yourself, Mr. Thomas. Don't forget, there are traps for you too. All nicely set for you in this room.
So yeah.
But if you will leave us in peace, Fiona and me, I see, I don't do you any harm.
Very well.
Thomas, help
What?
me. Zenelia has taken him to the cabinet.
Take it home.
Peter,
Who is Peter?
he's such a baby. He called me Dancing Street. He loved me a lot. She was the one who persuaded him.
Do you love him?
I don't. He's just 18 and I'm not a baby snatcher, but
Then why bother about them? What difference does it make?
he's mine, all mine.
Nothing or not belongs to you anymore, Fiona.
Is there really nothing left of me?
Nothing. But I'm all yours. All yours, Fiona.
She's Thomas. She's telling him everything about the trip, about the baby, about him, everything. Please don't tell him. Please, I beg you. All right. Isn't it foul? Thomas, please don't tell him. Look at me. I have beautiful everything. I have beautifully done here. My face still look perfect even without the makeup. Thomas.
Fiona. You are my dancing street. You are my crystal.
Your crystal.
Yes.
It's goodness. Do you realize what I did to my baby? Everyone knows it by now. And the crystal that is shattered. I don't have anything to give you. Please stop it.
It's okay. Come to me.
No, I don't want to. I'm just a hollow dummy. I don't have anything inside. It's just all outside and it's none for you.
Fiona, listen to me.
Stop. Look at. Is there really anything that I can do to get rid of you?
Just look at me.
I don't want to. Stay away.
Come to me. Just look into my eyes. You shall be whatever you like. A glancing stream, a muddy stream.
All right. I have an idea. Right there.
Thomas, you shall pay for this.
So, it's a man in need.
Not any man but you, Thomas.
But hey, you don't have options. That's why you're with me.
I'm sitting by your side to notice me more, to talk to you more.
Yes. Go on. I am her. All over.
Don't listen to her. I'm here for you.
I'm here as well. I guys are not alone here.
I don't get cold. Shut up. I've been taking care of my maid as well.
But I am no gentleman, and I had no compunction about striking a woman.
But you promised me, Mr. Thomas. You promised me. I'm only asking you to keep your word.
Why should I? considering you were the first to break our agreement. Now then, give me your lips.
Didn't I tell you not to pay attention to her? Seriously?
I didn't. Why are you staring at me, Nicole? Mind your own business.
What is your story then?
My story. You want to know it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Fine. You know what? They shot me. They shot me right at my chest. Yes.
I know that. Because you didn't want to fight, why shouldn't you?
I didn't exactly refuse to fight. The general never told me what to do. Should I have gone to the general and said, I declined to fight. I wanted to catch a train to Bangladesh. I meant to launch a newspaper down there. But they caught me at the frontier. Fiona, say something.
I don't know what you expect me to answer. You answered quite rightly as you want to fight, but I can't guess anything.
Can't you guess? Well, I can. He wants you to tell him that he was right for doing whatsoever.
But if you would have stayed here, they would have put you in the jail, wouldn't they?
Yes, but look at me. Am I a coward?
I'm silly man. Do you think that I could love a coward? I was only teasing you. I do love big, strong, with strong hearts. And you don't have a coward's hair, a coward's mouth, or a coward's smile, or a coward's voice. It's your hair, your voice, your mouth, and everything that I love you for.
You really mean it?
Shall I swear on it?
Can I snap my fingers at them all? All those who are above there and those who are here. Why are you laughing, Nicole?
But she doesn't mean a word of what she says, Mr. Thomas. How can you be such a simpleton? Fiona, am I a coward? As if she can it down in the way.
How dare you, Nicole? Thomas, if you want me to have faith in you, you must start by trusting me.
That's right, that's right. Trust her, babe. She wants a man. That's why you can trust her.
You won't disgust me.
What are you up to now?
I'm going
Going where?
far away from you.
You won't get far, Mr. Thomas. This way seems to be endless.
I can hear the train approaching.
Thomas,
There it is, on the other platform.
listen. I beg you please don't. I promise I won't trouble you. I won't speak a word. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me with her. She has shown a lost voice. Thomas, please. Thomas, I beg
Let go of me! I didn't ask you to come here. You got a contact babysitter to you. Look after yourself.
how mean you are. Yes, it's quite right that you are a coward.
No.
You are a coward. You are a coward. You are
No, I'm not a coward. I'm not.
Well, I'll let you spend this modern coward days. I hope you are satisfied now. Stand in my face. Playing up to him, of course. He had a Tivoli Saka. But now he is with it, Fiona. What will you do? Well, what a good riddance it will be. We two women will have the place to ourselves.
No, Nicole. You don't need anything. He is going, I'm going with.
Where?
I'm over here. As far over as possible.
The train on the other platform is stopped. What are you thinking? What makes you stay in the rubber, Mr. Thomas? Leave the way. Right now. Leave.
I shall not go. It's you. From the starting, it was you. I unconsciously, but it was you who matters to me the most. You are the one who hates me. If you will have that faith in me, I'm safe. Nicole, would you give me your trust? Nicole,
It won't be easy, Mr. Thomas. Have a look at me. I'm a hard-headed woman.
but I have got all the time that's needed. That's not the issue.
Yes. Yes, we have lots of time. All the time in hand. Why not? For 5 years, you dreamt you were a hero and conducted 1,000 pretty dances. Because a hero, of course, can do the wrong and easy method, obviously. But then a day came when you were up against it. The red light of real danger. And you, Mr. Thomas, you took that train to Bangladesh. So prove it. Prove it was a no dream. It's what one does and nothing is. That shows the stuff was made of because you are at my mercy.
But the poisonous woman you are, you can answer for everything.
Thomas,
What?
revenge is it.
How?
Kiss me, darling. And you will never squeak. Only then you will never suffer. Hi, my son.
It's right, Nicole. I'm at your mercy. But you're at mine as well.
Oh, you coward! Weakling! Running to women to console you? What a lovely pair you made! Too easy, I told. What are you waiting for? Yes, huh? Everyone! What a lovely scene! Coward Thomas holding baby killer Fiona in his manly arms. Everyone, make your sticks. You and you. Will Thomas kiss Fiona? Or won't he dare? First stop it. Everyone is watching you. I'm a crowd all by myself. You hear the crowd? You hear the muttering? You know what they're saying? Coward, 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 coward. That's what they're saying, Mr. Thomas. What do you hope to get from us, silly lips? Forgiveness? But I shan't forgive you, Mr. Thomas. I shan't. It's me. It's me you must convince. You said there that my opinion matters to you. So come to me. Come along now. Come baby. Oh, you won't come. Look how big it is. Like a well-trained dog who only comes when his mistress calls him. I'm your bigger dog. Yours too. You both perceive yourself the way I make you. It's not right to escape you, Mr. Thomas. I will never let you go.
Will that night ever come?
Never.
Did you always watch me?
Always.
I knew it. I knew it. I would stand between these silver poles. These all eyes. These all eyes. Intent on me. Devouring me. Like I'm a puppet. You guys remember? We were told about all those red hot pizzas and pokers. That is not hell. Hell is other people. Hell is other people.
My darling, haven't I tried to speak your language? Haven't I tried to console
I cannot love Viviana when she's watching us.
Right.
I'm not a coward. Not a coward.
In that case, I'll stop her.
No! No! Let go of her!
You lazy creature. What do you think you're doing? I'm already dead.
Dead.
Yes. Dead. Knives, ropes, poison. Everything is useless. We all are stuck here.
Thank you.